Well, you got the 33 and the third and the fourth and the 66 and the third chance of beating me at sacrifice. Welcome in to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, I mean always, he means always, they mean always, you mean always, she means always, an instant classic.
Danny Dunn! Hi, JKJ.
We will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.
All right, what is going on, good people? DJ Bill here. Casey over there as we get ready for this Impact Wrestling Sacrifice preview. Casey has no idea what's going on. I ain't gonna tell y'all though. I ain't gonna tell y'all that he don't know, but he don't. He probably will. He probably will come back and reaffirm the fact that he has no idea what's going on.
I'm just winging it, just guessing, educated guessing.
Justin was supposed to be here, but he cheating on us. So we don't do infidelity here. We don't do infidelity on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always.
Is that a Panthers football next to a Ravens football?
I know you ain't talking. Colts, Broncos, Chiefs,
it's
Bengals,
the Dolphins. They are one
Dolphins,
team.
Raiders, fan. Anyway, we're talking Impact Wrestling Sacrifice, which is coming up. I feel like the math joke will never be old. I'm probably gonna say that's my ringtone right after this, just to wake me up in the mornings. Because you got a 33 in the third and the 66, chance on it. So I'm definitely, and then Q Rabbit coming in with the Q Rabbit coming in every time we talk about Scott Steiner, this man has to kiss his bicep every time because he loves that man, no matter how much sense he doesn't make. Sacrifice 2022. It's a pretty good looking card, I feel like. Casey, I would ask your initial overall incoming thoughts on this, but I just forgot you have no idea what's going on. So here we are with that.
I think it's a good card. I think it's a promising card. I think they got good matches coming at us. Like that one match, the one. Yeah,
the one with the two superstars up in it.
Yeah, no, because it's not WWE, so they ain't superstars. They just wrestlers.
They just the wrestles.
But the Bullet Club though.
They on the show. They on the show. They on there. I hope that I got all the matches. I probably don't. I'm probably missing at least one. The Crow Malley one. I'm missing that one. I'm definitely missing that one. I know it.
The best one.
You think so? I don't think it is. I think that probably be the jobber match. That's the bathroom break match. When Crow Malley come out, that's the bathroom break match.
Everybody got to be that match.
Oh, all right. Let's jump into this here. Let's see what we're gonna start out with. We're gonna start out with a little bit of tag team action, okay? A little bit of Teddy Long style tag team action. All right, we got the Inspiration versus the Influence. So the Inspiration, formerly known Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, going up again, not in Impact, but that's what they were in WWE. I don't remember their names. And Jesse McKay and something else. Jesse McKay and Kenneth Cole, something like that. Going up against the Influence, which is Madison Rayne and Tenille Dashwood. Which,
but you know their name.
Well, I mean, of course I know. Tenille Dashwood's been there for longer. It's Jesse McKay and what's the other one? Dang it. Cassie Lee. Jesse McKay and Cassie Lee. No, I don't know them apart. I like they like the Usos right now. I have no idea which one is which. I have no idea. But
they don't do anything alike.
But for me, for me, I feel like the Inspiration is going to retain. I think the Influence are kind of short-lived, not short-lived makeshift per se, but I think they are short-lived. I think they're just kind of a tag team to go against the Inspiration to kind of just like keep some things going, because I don't see Madison Rayne staying with Tenille Dashwood for that long. Plus, I think they want to set up Tenille Dashwood for a title run, but she's not going to take it off of Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard, goodness. Not Tessa Blanchard. Deonna Purrazzo, sorry. They look nothing alike. They're great champions, both of them, but they look nothing alike, I promise. But I just don't see them taking. I don't see Tenille taking it off of. I'm gonna say Tessa again. Deonna Purrazzo. Okay. Tessa's getting signed soon. That's my sources. They telling me she getting signed soon. This is right here in the ear. That's why I keep coming up. But no, for real though, with the inspiration and the influence, I think the inspiration are going to win because I think Influence is kind of just like not a makeshift tag team. They got problems with Caleb with a K. Like there's a lot going on right now. So that's the biggest issue. And I think Caleb with a K might be the reason that they lose this match to begin with. Casey, what you think the inspiration or the influence for the Impact World Tag Team titles?
I mean, first of all, why don't you use the where we on the side and you have the graphic just stay up?
Because I'd have to use a PowerPoint for that. We can't use an overlay for that. We'd have to use like the slides, which you don't like to use. You'd rather do the overlay. So as I did the overlay, and now you want me to do.
But you can just keep the overlay up. Why we gotta keep? They don't need to see our ugly face. They don't pay to see.
They do. They pay good money. At least a couple pennies. At least.
They don't pay nothing.
At least. Nothing. Well, since you don't want your face seen, I cover you up. I cover you up.
Firstly, I would like to say that there was a lot of creativity when they thought of these names. I'm just saying, because not at all similar at all. I'm going with the influenceation.
Well, I thought I could put the overlay. I forgot they two overlays, so you can't put two overlays on top of each other. So I forgot. So my bad. All right, I couldn't find this one. Alex Shelley versus Jay White. Don't know why I couldn't find. I didn't
pick the match yet, technically.
Yes, you did. You picked it. What do you mean? You picked it. You picked the influence.
Yeah, that one.
I heard it.
All right, move on to the put the graphic back up. Put it back up there. Put it back up there.
Jay White versus Alex Shelley. I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember what's really going on in this particular feud. I know Jay White just turned on. He just turned on the Bullet Club to create another Bullet Club. I know that makes no sense. Basically, he turned on God. He turned on God, kicked him out of the Bullet Club to join with the Good Brothers and Chris Bay to make a new Bullet Club. Chris Bay was already in the Bullet Club, by the way. Since the Bullet Club came up with the Impact, that's what happened. So I'm also going with Switchblade.
I don't think they created a new Bullet Club. They
created a new Bullet Club, and then they Control All deleted Task Manager delete the current Bullet Club. That's what happened.
Nope.
That's what happened. So I'm just throwing it out there, letting you know what happened. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just letting you know what happened. I'm like, yo,
they got rid of the dead weight. That's what it was.
I'm just letting you know what happened. That's it. I'm just letting you know what happened.
Okay. They let my boy go. My boy Tamatanga, they let him go. He a OG. He a OG.
They ain't let him go. They just kicked him out. That's it. They just kicked him out. That's it.
It's the same thing.
Nah, they ain't let him go. You know, they kicked him out. Okay. All right. So I'm guessing you going with Jay White because you kind of blurted that one out real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
there are pre-show matches. Do you want me to mention the pre-show match? Just so we know what the pre-show matches are, just for kicks and giggles. Why the heck is this a pre-show match? Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus Honor No More, which is Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, which that should be on the card. That should be on the card. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That should be on the card. I'm a little upset about that. That should be on the card. That's a good match. And then Lady Frost versus Giselle Shaw.
Why is Lady Frost not on the show? What?
I don't know. But since you know, I'm going with Lady Frost. Bruh. Actually, no, I'm going with Giselle. I'm going with Giselle Shaw. She got the spectacles on. Yeah, I'm going with Giselle, bro.
I'm going with the Lady Frost.
I'm going with Giselle, bro. She got the spectacles on and everything. I go with Giselle. Okay. let's move back into the main show again. This is not how it's going to go. They're not going to go to the main show, then go back to the pre-show. Actually, they probably will. They go to the main show, then they'll show clips from the pre-show. So we did it right. We did it right. Probably right after the second match, something like that. But we got Trey Miguel versus Jake something, who is formerly known as Cousin Jake, in case just for Casey, because I know he hadn't really been watching. But
I know who Jake something is.
X Division Championship. Is that his real name or something? Like why is his name Jake something?
He's from the something family.
I don't like it. Give my man a name. Give my man a name.
It's something.
They're really building him up though right now, and I think because of that, I'm going with Jake something in this one. I love Trey Miguel, but Trey Miguel has kind of done it all in Impact. Not everything, but like in terms of with the X Division Championship, I feel like he's done it all. And I felt like, no offense to Trey Miguel, but it's kind of like he was a transitional champion in a way to kind of put somebody over because he has so much credit and impact. So I'm going with Jake something. This is the perfect time to showcase the fact that Jake something's a beast, and also at the same time you can have Jake something continue to be built up and show that kind of no limit style of the X Division. So I'm going with Jake something. Who you got, Casey?
I'm going with Trey Miguel, my boy Trey Miguel.
Trey Miguel.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Trey Miguel. Let's jump into Jonah versus PCO, because the matches on Wikipedia just all out of control. Jonah versus PCO. Of course, PCO from I Don't Know More. Jonah from Impact. This is not an Impact versus I Don't Know More type match, but just throwing that out there. Jonah's going to win this because they're building Jonah up to be. I feel like if Jake something is just like a placeholder in terms of a contender for the title, I think Jonah will be the one to win the title from Trey Miguel. So I'm going with Jonah on this one. Who you got, Jonah or PCO? Private Control Operations. Who you got?
That's not at all what it is. I'm going with my boy, and this is not just because I ordered a botch t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees and I got his t-shirt. It's not at all why I'm taking him at all. But I'm going with Pierre Carl Ole. I think it's Ole. I don't know. It's
okay.
French.
Public chicken obstacles. I agree. Public chicken obstacles. Let's go. All right. We got Eddie Edwards versus Rhino. This is a battle of basically Honor No More and Impact. Eddie Edwards turned on Team Impact at No Surrender, and now he's facing off against Rhino. I'm a little surprised they went with this one. I was expecting Impact to put this match on the Go Home show card and have Eddie Edwards face, because that's been the bigger kind of internal feud in a way, has been Eddie Edwards and Cutler. That's been the bigger feud. I feel like they've been going at it for weeks and weeks and weeks, even before Eddie Edwards' turn. So I don't know why they decided to switch these matches, and they probably shouldn't have. I felt like I don't know if like Rhino draws a little bit more for pay-per-view or something, and that's why, or Impact Plus or whatever this is going to be. But I just kind of think it was kind of weird that they went this direction. But I'm gonna go with Eddie Edwards. I think the dastardly heel continues to shine in this one, or he'll end up doing something to make this a no contest and just kind of escape. So I'm going with Eddie. Who you got, Casey?
I'm calling it. This one will be match of the night because we got Edwards, my boy. I'm going with
versus
Edwards.
Rhinoceros Top. What?
I'm going with Edwards to defeat the Rhinoceros.
Okay. I like that. Moving on. Trying to see if we got.
I see CM Punk bleep so much though. Sorry, rejected, but like, bruh.
I'm trying to see if we got. Any other non-title matches? Rhino.
My match for the title.
True. So I can't throw your match in there. I don't think we do. I think the rest of them are title matches. So let's jump into. Well, I don't have a graphic for this one because they don't put graphics for open challenges. So Deonna Purrazzo is having a champ challenge, which I think that's because she is the AAA champion and the Ring of Honor Women's champion as well. So I don't know who's going to be the open challengee. I really don't have any idea at all who it's going to be, but I'm going with Deonna Purrazzo to retain. Do you want to talk about this match at any point? Any thoughts?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the challenger, Santina Marella. I have it on good authority that it's gonna be Santina Marella, and you know what? My money's on Santina every time.
If you say so. If you say so. All right. Moving on.
It's either that or your lady friend, but you ain't even taught her what a lockup is. So how's she gonna win the title?
True. Let's see what else we got. Let's go into some more women's action with Tasha Steelz versus Nikki James. Knockouts World Championship on the line. I'm going with Tasha. Tasha didn't win after she won the Ultimate X match to become the number one contender against Mickey, and then she somehow weaseled her way into another world title match. And I think this would be a good coming of age win for Tasha Steelz, beating a legend in Mickey James, somebody who's been there and done that, and you're building up Tasha Steelz as this, kind of grimy heel. I think this is the perfect time for her to win. If not, I think they have Mickey James survive, and then Tasha Steelz wins at the actual pay-per-view whenever the next one is. I think that's my thought process on that. But I really feel like Tasha Steelz is going to win this match. She almost won last time, and I think with no interference from anybody, she'll win this one too. So I'm going Tasha. Who you got, Tasha or Mickey?
So you telling me this ain't an actual pay-per-view? This ain't an actual pay-per-view?
It's an Impact Plus special.
Bruh, I feel lied to. I'm gonna go with the Steels of the Tasha.
Okay. Tasha, I get it.
Convincing.
Tasha steals the title. I get it. I get it. Okay.
Move on.
Moving on, the Impact World Tag Team title match. It's Violent by Design. Who knows who will? Eric Young looks absolutely insane. Like,
why three of them have the same exact expression? What they do? What is this?
And then, I mean, let's be honest. Like Eric Young, the big LG. They got the same expression, but let's look at Joe Doring and Carl Anderson. They got the same expression too. Look at them. Oh,
I think they need to switch tag team partners.
Violent by Design has already been tag champions, and I don't know who. They of course use the Freebird rule. I don't know who will be. It look the way the graphic is. It looks like it's going to be Joe Doring and EY. I wonder is Rhino still in Violent by Design? I don't think he is. But I feel like the Good Brothers are going to retain. I don't think Violent by Design is the team to take the titles off of them right now. I still would love to see Jake something turn heel and join Violent by Design. I just think the Deaners are a good tag team, and I think they deserve to be a good little heel, darker, as Casey would say, tag team. I think would be good. From them. I think that will be fun. It would be kind of refreshing to see them, especially because I think Cody's been fun as a heel. So to have Jake by his side, I think will make him more comfortable too. So I would like to see them do that. Impact, you listen to me usually, so come on now. But I'm going Good Brothers on this one. Casey, who you got?
I'm going with the VBD, baby.
Okay.
Just because you went with the Good Brothers.
Okay. Moving on, I think, to the last match we got, which probably will be the main event. Are you ready, Casey? I mean, I gotta see. Are you ready?
It's usually how the last match is.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought I was gonna go like backwards. Like the main event was gonna be first.
Okay. WWE done that a couple times.
Yeah. So Heath versus Moose for the Impact World title. Go with Moose. I think Heath's gonna put a valiant effort out there, and he's gonna try his darndest to win this match. Like he gonna really put forth the effort. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be Moose, because I think if anybody's gonna take the title off of Moose, I think Heath will be good to do it, but I don't think Heath is necessarily ready in Impact to do it right now, because Heath has been seen as a joke as of late. I think he's kind of went back to his little goofy ways. So I think you need somebody that's serious enough to take the title off of Moose, and Heath is not that person right now. W. Morrissey would be a good one. I just don't know if they want to transition from heel to heel when it comes to the title. Moose is a good champion, but I said it with Justin, and I think you were on the last time we were talking about Impact when we did the last preview or whatever. I feel like Moose is so dominant as a champion. Make sure that you're giving somebody the proper rub to take the title off him. Do not do the Lashley roll up against Bobby Roode, where Bobby Roode gets the title back because LOL Bobby Roode. Please don't let, like, this is the perfect time for you, Impact Wrestling, to build up somebody new that we really want to see out of this. So do that. Moose.
So basically, what he's saying is do the Chavo roll up. That's the roll up you always got to do. The Chavo roll up right there. So anyway, we got the Moose Tracks, which is a good ice cream. You know, it's good. But then you got the Heath Bar ice cream, which, I mean, I'm not really a fan of Heath Bars, not my thing. Normally I would go for the Moose Tracks, you know, because you got that option. But I think I'm going with the Heath. You know, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, see how it is.
Is that because you got kids? Is that what it is?
That's because he got kids.
Oh, okay.
You know, he needs that title. He needs that pay increase. He needs that champion money. He needs to pay for his kids, bro.
Okay. Jonah would be a good one.
He about to lose the double wide.
Speaking of, Jonah would be a good one, I feel like. I think he's a heel right now. I'm trying to think of the faces that make sense. Even in this card, I'm trying to think of the faces that make sense to win the title off of Moose. Then, of course, they don't have to go back to a face, but usually they do. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway.
I'll win it. I'll do it.
You know, Casey's got to save the day. Got to. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. That'll do it. Any other thoughts you got on the Sacrifice pay-per-view, or are you gonna watch it? That's the real question. I gotta figure out.
Is it free $99?
With Justin's account information, yes.
Well, if that's the case, then possibly.
No. This is an Impact Plus exclusive. You got to be subscribed to Impact Plus to see the pay-per-view. I like Impact Plus. Like, you know, speaking of just unrelated. Oh, well, that's actually related. I like Impact Plus, but I don't understand why they need to do this monthly. Like, I know you want like consistent stuff. Like, give me something else. I don't know what it is about me feeling like I would love to see like 6 pay-per-views a year, right? Like Impact do 6 actual pay-per-views a year. And if you need something to promote on Impact Plus, give us some friggin' behind the scenes documentaries, interviews. Like there's other content you can put out there that's not a wrestling show every time. You're putting out a weekly show, you're putting out a pay-per-view every month, and this one was 2 weeks away from No Surrender. This one I don't understand. Like, you didn't even give yourself time to build anything up, unless they were gonna like capitalize off of No Surrender. But I don't even think they really did. Like, they kind of like tried to start new feuds 2 weeks later. Like, you're not giving yourself any time to build, I don't think. But that's the only issue that I had with this particular show. It's just too close to the previous one to me. And I wasn't really a fan in that regard. I've always been a fan of the 6 pay-per-views a year. I don't, or something like that. How many does AEW do? 8? They probably don't even do 8. They're pretty spread out. They're pretty spread out. I mean, I know they have every once in a while they'll have their little like specials on TNT or TBS now, but they're pretty spread out though. Which I think makes it more worth your while. Like, it gives your writers plenty of time to know when to write to, right? When to get these storylines done. Because if I'm writing month to month, it's just so short. And you're stacking the same matches over and over again. And I think that, that's been an issue with WWE from time to time anyway. And then I guess because, of course, WWE is successful, people feel like they got to piggyback on what WWE did. Do something different than what WWE did. I would love to see a company do 4 to 6 pay-per-views a year. Like, I mean, 4 may be a little. I just feel like a good month, like 2 months, is like a solid chunk of time to write good storylines and build them up. But what's better than watching your weekly show? If I gotta wait on pay-per-views, then I gotta watch your weekly show. Like, if you gotta, my thing is, kind of like Adam has said, like, how can I miss you if you don't go away? Like, if you're having pay-per-views every month, my biggest issue is I'm not getting a
you won't go away.
Yeah, like I can't miss you. Like I'm watching the weekly show, and then you're popping a pay-per-view up on me every time. Like give me a chance to like let that pay-per-view marinate a little bit, It's like the crock pot. Put the chicken in there and let it sit overnight on low.
Well, and also give storylines enough time to build up, and then after have enough time for them to marinate after the fact. Yep. Like, oh, what happened last night on Royal Rumble, or last night what happened at All In, or whatever. Let that kind of marinate before you immediately jump into the next storyline. Or have it go 2 or 3 pay-per-views. WWE used to do that all the time, where they would have a big feud and it would go through multiple pay-per-views. It wouldn't be like, oh, this pay-per-view starts after this, or this feud starts after this pay-per-view and then ends at the next pay-per-view. It only gives you a month. It doesn't give you enough time to get invested in it at all.
Yeah, and I think, like, too, that's kind of my final point here. When you use your weekly shows, like, it's kind of fun. And Impact was the one, I think, that started this. Or they probably didn't start it per se, but this is where I remember it the most, because I remember us talking about it when we used to do the reviews. Like, when you allow your weekly shows to be like these special pay-per-views every once in a while, then I want to watch the weekly shows a little bit more too. And I think that's kind of the good thing about AEW, because when I look at AEW's pay-per-view schedule, like, they've had, like, I don't think they've had a pay-per-view this year yet. Not a real pay-per-view. They had the battle of the belts thing, which I don't know if that was a real pay-per-view or not, because I remember that was in Charlotte. But I don't think they've had a real actual pay-per-view yet. Like, the first one coming up is Revolution. They had Beach Break and Battle of the Belts. So it's like, like, give it time to, like you said, give it time to build, then give it time to marinate, so I can slowly enjoy it. Because I feel like that's kind of what's been the cool part about, like, MJF and CM Punk. And I can't even say I watched AEW consistently, but that's been the cool part about MJF and CM Punk, is that it's kind of been taking time to kind of get to that big match of it.
Yeah. Well, like, and this will kind of be my final thought. And This is just an indie promotion, well, whatever, all the comments that people are going to say. But the one promotion that I work for, we only do shows like once every 2 to 3 months. And it works out. Fans love that we only do it every 2 to 3 months because you're not oversaturated, and and there's enough time in there for them to miss us, for them to want to be like, oh man, it's been like a couple months. I can't wait to go back to Backbreakers. I can't wait to see the next show. When you're doing a show every month, especially on a big level like WWE, Impact, AEW, it's just like it's too much, especially if it's a shorter period because they're not all on the same day every month. So you would have an exact month, between them, So you just gotta spread it out more, and it works. It can work if you do it right.
Yeah, I think so too. As always, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. Want to let you guys know you can watch us on YouTube, of course. Going to be releasing clips on Facebook very, very soon. That's our new plan for Facebook. Listen to us, Anchor, Apple Podcast, Spotify, etc., etc.
And now, until the 7th, you can go on to ProWrestlingTees.com/CR O'Malley and use the code MADNESS to get 20.
How much? What kind of?
Said word. You
what
get
kind of percent?
And a 3% off of any CR O'Malley t-shirt.
As long as you buy by sacrifice.
Or 20% off. Whichever one you do. It's going to be either 33 or 20% off. You just type in Madness and it's going to give you the discount. And DJ ain't going to be talking in the middle of you trying to talk and making you mess up your words.
I didn't think you mess up anything.
You said words.
All right. As always, hope you guys.
.com/CR O'Malley.
You get a graphic. Speak graphics department, Casey. Go ahead and make that a graphic for.
I mean, hold up.
You can't make that a graphic that quick.
Oh, right, because I don't have the logo on my computer. I have it on my phone. Next time we're gonna come back. The sale's probably gonna be over, but
there'll be another one. Yeah, there's always other sales, but this is the last sale forever. So make sure you do it now because there won't be.
Yeah, I need the money. I got kids.
But as always, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate Casey, of course, for coming by. DJ, that's me, for coming by. We'll see you guys. Justin in his absence, right? Because he said he was going to be here.
We appreciate you for not coming by.
But as always, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one. This has been the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, and he means always.